Wonderful good day, everyone. I haven't spoken to you for quite some time already, once again, due to the inner process that I had to work through, and there's so much insight that I wish to share to you today that we have to talk about, and this is vast and massive. So first of all, I wish to invite you to my new project. It is in German now. The YouTube channel, you can use the subtitles to translated, and I was called forth to continue in German with my own mother tongue for everyone, because over here in Germany, this old wisdom that comes from South America and is very important to remember the Vedic ancestry and the Celtic ancestry of our country is not understood in English. So unfortunately, I would have to do it bilingual, but since this is all a service from my part privately to you, no possibility to do that. I don't have the funds, I don't have the time to do it. So please hop over to Ale Asar, at Ale Asar, in my YouTube channel. You can see it on the playlist, Traveling Way Shower, and there the videos in Awakening, and in the other one that is my main playlist, there are the videos. You can find my YouTube and you can find my Patreon, which is /der deep line alchemist. And over there, also in German, I communicate, and there you can use the translator. So said that, I switched my focus completely to over there and keep up this one over here from time to time, like today, with some urgent messages for the spiritual community. As you can feel, even if you have been so much love and light so far, now it's getting you. The ascension symptoms are getting you, and you are really purified and cleaned in the fire of the sun. And this is because we are not supposed to be all love and light all the time. This is not the reality of our being. I mean, when we omit the inner work, the introspection, the shadow work, and tidying up our karma, that is, based in the DNA for our ancestors, based in the 8th sphere for our soul. So when we omit it, because we bypass it, because we say, oh, karma is not existent, this is just a concept from over here, and above the whale it's not existent, I can tell you, you're fucking under the whale still, while you are here in your body. And you know that your body will be taken into ascension this time. So this is actually acquiring the rainbow body that was established in this way, in this path of ascension, by Mahavata Babaji, and by basically no one else. All the ascended masters are sitting in the demiurge, leeching your energy when you pray to them and connect. And you become weaker and weaker. Your frequency ever higher, but within this time frame of the next 3 to 5 months, this can be really fatal to you. Because you don't get your spirit, you don't get your soul into your body, so you will dissociate out of your body. You will lose it, you will literally die. And this is especially valid for the Starseeds and the chosen ones, who are the old souls over here, to actually take responsibility, claim it, and tidy up with their gifts. But when you use them to service to others, you fail your mission. You fail what you came to do. You probably have a good time, or had a good time the last years, but you will take off. I promise you that. This is the news, and I have to speak quite urgently now and quite clear that it is understood. Every one of you has to do the clearings, has to do the clearings of the ancestry, has to do the clearance of the soul, to remain here, to remain in your body, to get everything into your body, and all the bypassing that we are not supposed to eat any meat any longer, and so on, and that we by then won't ascend and die. All of this is bullshit, and I call it out like that. You know, when we are in a artificial high-vibing frequency, because we create it from our mind constantly, and bypass the reality that is given here, we cannot bring it into our lower vibing aspects, which is given from the Muladhara, from the base chakra in the root, down into the earth star. And from there, we could actually walk our hell and do the work for our ancestors to liberate them, to unite them in our being, which is the secret about the human being, about the 5 elementary being of the human, which is the 4 elements of the feminine, which is earth, air, fire and water, and then the 5th, which is the ether, which is spirit itself, which is the divine masculine aspect. And we unite all of this within. And by that we become whole. We remember our wholeness. We are always whole, but our mind tells us we are not. And when you go with the mind and say mind over matter, and all of this, you won't allow yourself to become whole. You will attack the physicality as something evil, which is a dragon, and by then you will lose your body. And that's how it is, and that's unfortunately the truth that I found on my path and that I need to share to you today, although I know it won't be laughed all too much, but I don't care. That's fine. So I remember you about doing the inner work, and all of us ancestral DNA healers are here to support this process, fast and convenient, more or less. I always say you can heal 1,000 lives within one night and set the foundation for that when you are willing to do your inner work and co-create with me and my partner, who is by my side supporting this, So we will bring you into rebirth, into death and rebirth for that. And you will have this very important rebirth to have the final understanding, and that you can accept the true Christ divine child inauguration, so to say. Yes, that's a very important one. And when we don't rebirth by going deep inside, we are truly on the track to check out of here and go somewhere in the etherical plane. I don't want to fear you. I don't want to fearmonger you. This is out of urgency that I speak about that, and I wish to remind you, I wish to pass on this trigger, so because I know that you will feel triggered by that, and when you feel triggered by that, in the meanwhile that I'm right, and that there's something you need to have a look at. So once again, I invite you over. We have a beautiful project as well that I was called to create during the last 2 years, and now we are out of the box, which is the NGO Indigenous Ancestral Wisdom, which will be based in Switzerland to hold property of the world, of the land, and give it back into indigenous custodianship. And everyone is highly invited to partake in this and create this web together with us. It's a network of excellence of the rainbow warriors in this world, holding it together to be entitled to travel safely and receive medicines needed and support each other. So the indigenous will be invited over here to Europe in exchange to deliver their wisdom and bring people back into memory of the true spirituality that is not infiltrated by the Abrahamic religions and all the New Age storytelling, which is actually part of Scientology, guys. I mean, everything works, right, when it's installed deep enough, but know what you are supporting over there. You gotta know that, right? So sometimes it can be important to lower our frequency and then in the meditation bring all our higher aspects within the body to tidy up there. I know it doesn't feel comfortable, especially when you haven't done it for long, but now you feel all the consequences of the influx of high energy light from the cosmos. We are the sun with the solar storms and the CMEs, and you are down constantly. And then you know that you have omitted it for too long. And this is even becoming worse. You gotta have the active decision now to tidy up and put your service into service to other under the influence of Divine Source, in surrender to Divine Source. And I spoke about that several times on my channel already. So you become in servitude to Mother Earth, for cleaning Mother Earth, because that's why you're here, my dear ones. And all the ones who are just here for enjoyment and see this in these times, they will unfortunately not be on the new Earth. And all the spiritual warfare that is driven with magic and by mind doesn't work either. Because the guardians and the ones who are truly on their path, they are way more powerful. And they are divinely protected as guardians over here. They will not allow it. So this is the news, and I hope it doesn't hit you all too hard. I put my Patreon and my other YouTube channel down here into the description. And I invite you, and please feel free. I'm used to be the scapegoat. Please share this to everyone who needs to see and hear that. And leave a comment how you see it. I'm really, really open to receive. And please know that all this measure that is planted with the light shields and all this measure that has been done by the guardians is nothing evil, but it is a necessity to safeguard this project, this ascension cycle, that we succeed this time, and invite everyone to become Oraphim Angelic humans, which is the completion of creation within one being, where all the different ancestry that we allowed to come to us, so to say, where we incarnated, they allowed us as well, obviously, where we incarnated into, to unite it under our soul and our spirit, under our Atman, so under our higher aspects as a representation of the divine. We unite the ancestors of different origin, and many of them have been enemies back in the day. And this is the interesting part about being human, because we carry the enemy within the former enemy and make peace within. And from there, the deep understanding is existent. We see each other. We see, oh, they have the same ancestry as I, so I cannot really be mad at them, no matter what happened. And for that, the tool of forgiveness, the Ho'oponopono, is so important. And with that we rise, fellas. With that we rise from inside out. From inside out, and by integration of this one-upmanship of spirituality that I see everywhere right now. This will be taken off planet because it's not needed. In Lakash Alakin and Namaste. Peace to everyone.